What's going on, Tamers? It's your boys, the host, the one and only Dan and Mike. Today is the Dan and Mike show. It's been a hot minute since Mike has been on, right? How are you? You know, it's been a minute.
Bro, I'm good. I've been chilling. If you guys follow the main face channel, you'll see my face on there. Every once in a while, I post Gundam content. I moved, so a little life update for everyone that doesn't follow me over on that channel is, I moved to Pittsburgh. I've got a ton of fucking locals here. We've got so much. So I didn't know this before I moved to Pittsburgh, but it is one of the largest gaming hubs, like tabletop gaming hubs in the country. So they've got everything. Every single store I've been to in Pittsburgh so far has like blown my mind with how like crazy it is. I play this one locals every week called Fabricators Forge. It's like a Warhammer shop, but they also do like Gundam, One Piece, Magic, everything, Pokemon, whatever. It's 2 stories, dude. It's nuts. and then there's this one shop that opened up at the Robinson Mall. It's called Four Horsemen, and it's huge. It's so big. It's just nuts. It's crazy. I went from literally having nowhere to play to having so many places to play that I don't know what to do every week. I'm like, oh my god, the way it is I could literally go to a different Gundam's locals every day of the week. I could go to a different locals, which is just
pretty
nuts.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, dude. So I've been enjoying it. I've been loving it. I've not been playing Digimon. I'm sure as you're all aware, I do not play Digimon anymore. Not because I don't like the game or anything like that. It was just when I didn't have a locals to play at, I kind of just fell off from playing it in general. And the sim was around, so I was playing on the sim very rarely, like every once in a while, like mostly just playing Greymon decks. And that was it. That was like my Digimon experience for like a year and a half. After I played a lot of Imperial, like back in BT16, BT17, and then that was it. That was like really the last time I actually played this game at any competitive thing. Last time I bought cards at any point. I maxed out Imperial, and then that Nats, like the following Nats after like BT17, I went with Dan and I went with Varney. I sold Imperial at that Nats.
He did.
Bought a ton of Gundam beta boxes. Did not open a single alt art from any beta box I opened. Collectively probably lost like $8,000 if I had just kept them all sealed. And yeah, that's where we're at. I just play Gundam now. I still play One Piece and I play Magic. That's my life now.
Magic.
I know. And again, I would play Digimon, and there are Digimon locals. I think I'm just kind of preoccupied with everything else right now.
Makes sense. So today I kind of goofed on this intro. Forgot to mention, today's gonna be a special episode because it's not your normal podcast today. We're going to talk about locals and stuff. And Mike can talk about his Gundam locals because again, he don't even have a podcast to talk on anymore about Gundam. He has single episodes. You know, he got a weekly show, 10 minutes long. You know, doesn't get everything out. So we'll allow him to talk about it here. But today is going to be Mike rating newer cards in today's Digimon games. Mind you, he probably hasn't seen like 95% of these cards. So to him, it's going to be fresh. It's going to be new for him to see. He's going to read them. He's going to look at them. He's going to tell us they're good or not, and if it's played or not and whatnot. And if he thinks maybe future-wise it'll get touched up on the ban list, the deck maybe, or something like that. So it's going to be a cool episode, I think, for this one.
And then Dan's going to tell me how wrong I am after.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, you're an idiot.
Exactly, right? I hope I get you at least a couple. I think there's going to be some obvious ones that are like, yo, this shit is busted. But there's going to be some of them I think that's going to trip you up a little bit. I think.
Yeah, I think I will get tripped up because I've been on record before saying that, and for most Bandai card games too, they don't really make a lot of bad cards, right? It's just sometimes the decks just aren't good in that meta. So I feel like this is a harder one to do than like Yu-Gi-Oh, which like I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in forever, but I could probably still tell you which Yu-Gi-Oh cards are broken just because of how Yu-Gi-Oh works. But Digimon's tough because
Because
damn, like a lot of these
just generically look good and then it's just not good or something like that. So it's gonna be funny, I think. With that being said, we're gonna talk about locals real quick. Locals for me, I got second or third place, whatever it was, on Sunday yesterday. I decided to play. If anyone saw, check out DigiPanda's video on like the Mother CS Mother deck. It's definitely a cool concept, and I really like the idea. It was a very Control-esque style with bursts of like offense in it. That's how it feels like when I played it. So the idea of the deck is you get Mother out, and then you play. I should have put this on. Just so you can see it. They have a new CS Geogreymon. So basically what it is on body has raid and blocker, and then security you can play it out for free. But inheritables don't matter. It has blocker. So you play that, and then you play, if you remember, Mike, it's a card called Rowdy Rocker from like BT5 or something like that.
I remember Rowdy Rocker.
Level 4 or lower red card underneath the card, and then you draw 2. So the idea is you Rowdy Rocker the Geogray, put him under Mother, and then now your Mother's a blocker, permanent blocker, and then you draw 2. And so
Rowdy Rocker it was a Shoutmon card.
From
BT5.
Yep. So that's the idea of the whole deck, right? It's based around this concept. So obviously Shoulder Mother is not a thing anymore because it's pair banned. And so you get your blocker by doing this. So it's a 3-card combo. You need a red source, right? So the red source of the deck is playing the Yuko. You know Yuko because you've been playing that in the Greymon decks, or you know of it, I should say. And so the idea is you will block with your Mother, and then you use the Yuko effect to like give your CS Digimon or Greymon, because in my case I'm playing Black with Greymon in the deck, the immunity and the plus 3k. So it's kind of funny. So because Mother is unaffected by your opponent's effects, Hootie kind of so concept, I haven't played against it. Hootie will struggle because Hootie is like 12k max. And so when they're going through their struggles, they got a giant wall they have to try to get through. And if you block it, well, it just dies, right? And so
I should mention I don't even know how Hootie works. Everything I've ever even heard about this deck is just from reading our group chat, right?
Yeah.
I know that it's like a loop deck. I have literally zero idea how that shit works though. I have no idea how it plays.
You will be looking at some Hootie cards, and you'll tell me if they're good or bad too.
Good. I don't even know what cards are played in that deck. So.
You'll see some of them. And so that's the idea of it. And versus, I guess, other regular decks in the game that are non-control, it feels like it does well because that's all my wins was against it. But then when you verse another control-esque type deck in like APOC, you kind of get cooked because like they drop all big bodies, and then they all have like when attacking pop something, when attacking bottom deck something. So in a deck where you have to hard job everything because you have no evos, so you have to go, because you have the Mother, you go like hard job Huckmon, and then you get search off, hard job your Systemons, hard job something to get your combos going. And so like I was getting cooked by that. So round 1, I play against Aphmon, Poseidon. Again, he was 15k blocker. He walls out that deck early aggression at least until it gets to the Poseidon. And then he would get into like a level 5 that's linked with a 3k boost. So that makes him like 10k. And I will have like at least 3 memories, so a hard job Huckmon. And then we have a new Jessmon. I think I put it on the list. We'll talk about it. Where you can warp over Huckmon now if your opponent has a 10k or higher DP Digimon. So you warp into that. He has Rush, Alliance, when Digivolve and when attacking. You can play a Systemon with a different name. So you can play Blanc, Seal, or a token. His like the 3 fire token guys that's around him. That's a token now. And if you do, you can swing. So mind you, yes, Rush, so you can keep doing that. So like the aggression, just like you have like instant aggression. That's what's cool about it. So you go from like this huge control blocky deck into like an instant aggro, three checks at a time pretty easily. And then I have cards like Rare Garurumon, where new Rare Garurumon states that on play on Evo, you can force your opponent to start a main to attack. And then you have aces like Leopard Ace that can like play a body, give a blocker, and it will die, and then you gain 2 memory. Or in my case, Black Garurumon Ace, and you just go, I'm a pop your tamer, I'm a block your guy, and you got nothing going on for you now. And so that's kind of what happened. And I won that one 1-0 because game 2 went to a tie because game 1 was grindy as AF. And I would have won game 2 if we would have been able to finish because he was about to deck out. And then round 2, I played against Bees. And so Bees was a little bit hard. So at first, I think in one game I didn't see my pieces, and so you need that combo off rip because if you don't have that 3-card combo, you're kind of just like sitting there like hoping to find it. And I think that's what happened in like game 1 or something like that. And then game 2, I think game 2. I think it was game 2. I could be thinking this is game 1. I don't know. I ended up having a board where like double Jessmon, Black War Greymon, and then double Leopard Ace. It was crazy. And so basically what happened was at one point, because he had like triples Tiger Vespa Ace, and I kept turn looping him. So basically what happened was I would force his Tiger Vespa Aces to swing with the Rare Garurumon effect. And then I will blast Evo into Leopard Ace, affect the Leopard Ace. I will play a small body. Small body has blocker, it dies. Leopard Ace effect. Gain 2 memory when a body leaves a battlefield, leaves the field, I should say. And then an inheritable of the Rare Garurumon is when an attack target is changed, Digivolve 1. So I'm Digivolving an Ace that's an overflow 4, and I gain another 2 memory from the Leopardmon, and I did that two turns in a row, and that's how I ended up winning. It was pretty funny. It was cool. Not funny for him, but cool on my part that I was able to do that. And then I ended up just winning after a while. His board was crazy big. That's why I had to like do that. And then game 2 happened. It was kind of funny. I bricked hard, and I get to the point where he has just a rookie on board. I hard drop Black Garurumon Ace, and I popped his B, and I was just like, if he got it, he got it. He's gonna have 6 memory. He can probably Evo up the chain in the back. The following turn, I'm probably cooked. So he doesn't have, I guess maybe a champion or something. And so he goes hard drops Tiger Vespamon. That's 12k natively. And so he asked me if I have any effects on it right now. I was like, no effects, 12k, because there's nothing on your board. He hard drops Tiger Vespa Ace and goes attempt to bottom deck the Black Garurumon Ace. So you know what Black Garurumon Ace is. Spoiler, that's one of the cards on the list. And his all turns effect activates because, so the way bees work, Mike, is they have they'll put their own bees in security face up, and then they'll have like security effects. And so he put the rookie on, and the rookies all have plus 1k DP. So he immediately went to 13k the moment he's hard dropped, which means I'm immediately immune to his effects. So I immediately go 15k immune to effects, and then he scooped it up because he didn't realize that. But I had nothing, so like I would have raided over it, call it a day. But I had nothing else on like after that. Like I probably could have been like hard drop like another like I think a Jessmon or something, because like the way the game was, like it would have worked out probably, but like it wasn't much to it. And then round 2, I lost to Gino in 2 because APOC versus that deck. When you have 2 slow decks versus each other with one with a legit win con and APOC versus what my deck is, it has a win con, but getting there is a little different than your average deck. It's a little hard to set up, and Medieval kills me. He was running Medieval Galamon, and because I have to hard drop everything, it's auto death basically. And so I had to figure out ways around this stuff, and it was like, yeah, this is rough. I couldn't do much, so I ended up losing. Cool deck. I can see why DigiPod was running certain things versus what I was running, especially at the 5s. So like he had Rise Greymon, and obviously that plays a tamer out. But what really matters is having the second attack +1 underneath it. So now your Jessamon can swing 3 checks, one with the lines, and then second attack +1 natively underneath it. And it gives extra aggro versus 2 checks, because in the following turn, as long as you have one more body, you win next turn, basically. And so when you're doing just 2 checks, you don't win that following turn if you're set up. So definitely see why the Rise Gray was in the deck. And then because I was trying other things and whatnot, just because I was curious to see if it worked or not. They didn't work. not to the extent I was hoping for. And so definitely see some change that could be done if I really want to play this deck more. Cool idea for sure. Don't know if it's something that's legit or not. It felt good against regular decks, but non-regular decks, like I bet Royal Knights cooks it, because Royal Knights is just another, hard slam body, effect kill or some shit or whatever, and it's a slow paced deck versus my deck, which is a slow paced deck too. So like, I'm sure it gets cooked too by that, and probably 7 Great Demon Lords. Leviathan just says yum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think, at least, just based off the experience of the deck. So how was your locals, Mike?
Yeah, so I unfortunately didn't go this weekend because I was in the Poconos. So I missed some new type challenges, which are kind of like
you were in the Poconos. I didn't tell anyone.
I was there briefly because we had to pick up Gabby's little sister because she's spending Thanksgiving with us instead. So I was there very briefly. But I missed some new type challenges, which sucks. But there's some more. There's so many stories. There's like, I'm going to like a couple in the next few weeks. But last locals I went to, so last weekend, I went 3-1 playing Gundam X or Vulture, which is a very off meta deck. Yeah, it's purple.
Yeah.
It's very off meta. So like the best purple deck for those that don't know anything about Gundam is Barbados, basically, which is from like the starter deck, and then it got some support in GDO too. And you play blue purple, right? It's blue has a lot of like ping in it, and so does the new purple stuff, and then you get to play Amuro and you get to play Gundam, so it's a good deck. Very mid-range. I was playing Gundam X, which is what I've been playing since GDO2 released, because I'm hell-bent on making this deck work. I think it plays pretty good. I mean, I went 3-1, and it's a pretty competitive locals. So every deck I played against was like top 3 best decks in the meta, essentially. Round 1, I lost to 1 Year War, which is just like the fastest deck in the game, essentially. Just ignores everything that's on the field, and you just play bodies, and then you just swing at shields and try and win as fast as you can. I usually actually have a pretty decent matchup into that with Gundam X, because I play very aggressive, and I am playing blue in my Gundam X. So I'm playing Amuro and I'm playing Gundam. What happened is he saw his Amuro and Gundam, and I did not. So he just saw his curve, and it's really hard to deal with that once they have their board established where they're just murdering. When they're already so aggressive and they've already taken so many of your shields, when they have the Amuro and the Gundam link on field, which boosts the attack of all of their units, and then also just has repair on it and rest stuff, it's hard to come back because you're already down so much life essentially, and now they can kind of just start swinging over your shit with the Gundam and then repairing it. So you're playing like a losing game at that point because you're trying to trade your units into their bodies. Like you're trading units into units, but you're still not getting anywhere.
Right.
Which is usually okay for Gundam X because you can stabilize late game because of the the level 7 5-drop. He has suppression on it, but I just did not even get to make it there. Honestly, it was a rough one. That was the first time I've lost a 1 Year War since I started playing this deck. And it was brutal. I got my ass beat pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Round 2, I played Academy blockers, basically like freedom blockers, kind of like an off. It's meta, but it was like a off meta version of the meta deck. If
that's
that
all like the white deck, right?
Yeah, white. Yeah. There's white and blue. Yeah. That just kind of ran over. I saw everything I needed. I saw the curve. So how the way I built my Gundam X deck is I'm just playing blue, purple. I'm playing a bunch of small units so I can just flood the board really fast and then hopefully hit into the Gundam Amuro on curve, and then I can start resting their blockers and then just taking out their blockers and swing and then, get some chip damage in. And then once I can get to 7, like level 7, I stop kind of caring about the board because I can just go for game. Because once the Gundam X comes down with the Jared link, it's just like I have suppression, and now all of my units have +2. And if the Gundam Amuro is on the field, it's all of my units have +3 to their attack. So I just kind of murk their board essentially, and then their life, and it's over after that. And then round 3, I played against.
Is basically sec attack +1, right?
Exactly. So, but it's better. It's better than sec attack +1. And the reason for that is how suppression works. Is it deals the damage simultaneously. So even if you hit something in life or security, I guess, like if we compare to Digimon, right? If you hit something in security that would kill your Digimon, it would still do another check essentially.
Right. Okay.
So like it just ignores what happens, and then the effects go off.
Almost jamming plus sec attack +1.
Yeah, in a way, exactly, because it just ignores. It's like you're losing two shields, and then your effects can trigger.
Right.
So it's pretty good. And then round 3, I played against white red, or I guess like big red is what they call it, or it's basically blockers, and then you play a really big top end of like Kshatriya, Sinanju, and then Kubali, which is just board wipes essentially, like when you get that tall. And that one wasn't so bad, just because I hit Amuro on curve again. And when that happens, I'm just like, don't care about your blockers anymore, because all of my units are big enough now where if you block, they're going to die. And I get to rest a blocker on the field. And I have Repair 2 on my Gundam. It just doesn't... That card is broken. Gundam and Amuro are broken cards, honestly, which is crazy because they're both from the starter decks. And then, again, Gundam X comes down. I just take the shields. It's over. Round 4... I played against 1 Year War again. This time I just bodied the shit out of it. I hit my Amuro on curve and got him on curve, and I just like my deck is almost just as fast as 1 Year War. If as long as I can see the Gundam and Amuro, my deck is basically just as fast, and it also has a better top end, so it feels pretty good. I didn't play any wing, which was kind of nice because I hate playing against that deck. But this deck does play pretty well against Wing 2, just because Gundam X gets so big it can actually kill a Wing 0 with a link, which is pretty nuts. But yeah, it was a good weekend. I'm honestly probably going to take this deck to new type challenges. I'm hoping I can win one. We'll see what happens. I have won locals with this jank ass Vulture deck before. So we'll see. And honestly, the only reason I'm even been so hell-bent on playing this deck, I like Gundam X as like a show, but I just think the alt art is freaking insane.
Yeah, so I think it was pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It just looks crazy, I think. So I've just been playing that mostly because I love the art, even though it's very off-meta. And you know me, I love off-meta decks anyways. I'm like cocky enough that I'm like, I'm good enough at this card game that I can win games with this off-meta deck. So I'm just going to play it anyways. So, yeah, that was my locals. Got some new type challenges coming up that I'm excited for, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was playing Gundam for a while, and then it was like, kind of fell off because I was focusing on other stuff. So, maybe I'll get back into it. We'll see.
Wing is the best deck in the game, so.
That's why I played that deck.
Yeah, Wing is crazy.
Mine was more Dead Sight than Wing. I only had one of the really big guy, but
zeros, yeah.
It's cool. It's alright. Like, it's fun when you get to play it. It just something about it sometimes. I was just like, I don't know.
It can be annoying sometimes. I think it's just the way, right? Because this is like one of the luckiest card games I've ever had to play, because it's best of one.
Yeah, I hate best of one.
You are so reliant on not only seeing the unit you want to play, but the pilot you want to see with it.
Yeah,
and it's like, goddamn. So it's tough. Don't get me wrong, there's skill involved, but it's like, damn. I'd rather be lucky than good when I play the Gundam card game. I'd rather just be lucky than good. That's how I feel like 99% of the time. Because like, really, it reminds me of like early Digimon in a way, where like Rookie Rush was like so good, because it doesn't really matter what the units you have on board are. You get to take a shield no matter what happens. Like and it's almost better than Rookie Rush, because they're not going to die in security. So it's just like, you just put your bodies on the board and swing. And that, like I said, it doesn't really matter what is on the field most times, because if they're on the field, they're going to take a life. Doesn't matter if it's a one drop. Doesn't matter if it's literally doesn't matter. So it's frustrating in a fun way. I think someone asked me the other day, they were like, because Gundam is like your favorite like anime and like IP, like, or how biased are you? Like, do you think that this is like the greatest game ever? And I don't. I love it a lot, but it's definitely not the best card game I've ever played. I still really like I prefer like the mechanics of Digimon still over it, especially like older Digimon, where it was a lot more reliant on playing the memory gauge better. Not that it's not like that now, but there used to be a lot more nuance to the memory gauge, and it used to matter a lot more. And I prefer like One Piece before the crazy power creep that we all have now. Still probably over Gundam. But Gundam is fun, and I think that it left a lot of room to get improved upon, especially like this earlier, like these, like set 1 and the starter decks were really good. Like they were really strong.
I think so, yeah.
And set 2, I think, threw a lot of people off because it wasn't as crazy as set 1. Mm-hmm. So like instead of power creep happening, it actually like lowered the power level of the game in a way, because all the decks from set 1 are still the best, really, and then some decks from set 2 added set 1 cards and have legs. So it's like interesting in a way.
I want to see like this is about to sound probably a little crazy for most people, because people don't like when card games speed up. I would like to see the game sped up a little bit. Like,
oh, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like especially like late game, it gets like so like slow to me, where it's just like, all right, cool. Like I already used my stuff, and like if you're not playing blue and white, which is the most draw combined, and you don't have those cards, you don't see those cards, you're just like, all right, draw. Is this what I need? Nope. Hopefully I can swing, pass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was like, I know like probably for like people who are probably playing heavy Gundam, they're probably like I don't want to see it get fast. But for me, I feel like I want to see a little bit more extra speed into it. I don't know how that the way the game works, I don't know how that's possible. But man, I feel tough. Like sometimes it's a little. I feel like it's a little like I have the same gripe with it since day one. I hate the end game so far in the game, and I hope there's cards that are like better late game. I know we have like the Giant Gundam, and Gundam X is pretty powerful, like level 7 cost, 5 cost, and I'm sure that's pretty good when it comes to late game. But when you're at the point of having like 8 to like, I would say even 7 to 10 resource, it's like not much I can use with it sometimes, you know. like that's my issue. Like, but you know,
yeah, it's tough because like, so the meta is very weird right now, where 1 year war, which is like aggro, is very fast. Like you can lose the 1 year war on like turn 5 if they like hit their curve really crazy. Like you just die to that deck that fast. And then you have the really slow decks, the wing decks that just play blockers. They just play all blockers, and then they play the wing top end, which just nukes the board basically.
Yeah, I know you're talking
like,
about. Yeah.
So you either go from like a really really fast game where you're like fighting for your life, you're like, oh my god, I'm getting jumped right now, to like a deck like wing where it's like, this is the slowest game of my life and I have to kill them. I have to kill them before they get to their late game or I just will lose.
Right.
And then there's like these mid-range decks, like Cyber New Type is still around, like Barbados Ping, like any of those decks where it's like it can go either way. They can play the long game, they can play aggro. It's like, it's just a weird meta right now. And I think the issue is because you can just pick any two colors, right? There's no, like, you can just be like, I want to play this and I want to play this color. So you're just inherently playing the best cards from those colors. So you're seeing the same cards in every single deck.
For sure.
Like, there's not a lot of like.
Makes sense, so.
Yeah,
I was like,
but we'll see what happens.
Like all early games are like that. Like you just take the best cards of the game and then you just play with that and go from there. That's usually the case. Early game stuff.
Yeah. But we're definitely talking about too much Gundam.
Last point. I think I have one more point I was gonna say about it, and I totally like lost my train of thought on it. But anyways, we're off the Gundam subject at this point. Back to Digimon now. This is where we all came here. We all came to watch Mike embarrass himself on not knowing jack squat about the Digimon card game, and so. The game we're playing today, can Mike name these cards and if they're good, bad, or mid or whatever? And he's gonna let us know his takes on them. And if they're, the deck is being played a lot because of it or whatnot. And the possibility of, does he think this is the type of card that get him in the future? With that,
I want a scorecard. I want a scorecard of if,
how many editor put a point on it for every time he gets it right. He's totally not gonna edit it, but we'll see if he does.
No, he's not. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna start with this simple one. This is all the way from EX9. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna keep this shared the whole time. Let me window, boom. Here we go, sharing. You should be able to see the card, Mike. Let me know if you see it.
Yeah.
All right. This is all the way from EX8. The only reason why I'm talking about this card because it's a specific card I wanted to talk about next to it if I find it fast enough. And let me know what you think of Tumblebond from EX8. You might have seen this. You might have not. I don't know.
I kind of know what rocks were. I know that it was like kind of like people were hyped to play it.
Okay, yeah,
That is like my knowledge of the deck. So let's see. It's an egg. When effects trash this card from a mineral or rock trait Digimon's evolution cards gain 1 memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do we think about it?
It seems good. I don't think it's like super broken or anything. I'm thinking of the BT4 super rare that had Digiburst on it, where you could trash 2 cards. What is that?
Yeah.
What's that card's name?
Oh my god, I know exactly. I might have to like look it up, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, it sounds like it's not played in the deck if you don't remember what it's called. So
it was in the beginning. So in this the first iteration of this deck, it did have it. I'll say that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it's good, but like it's a one-time gain, right? Like once it's trash, you don't get it back.
Okay.
So I think it's good, but I don't think it like breaks the deck or anything unless I'm dumb.
Okay.
That is my thought process on it. I'm gonna say that it's not a bad card, and that it's just okay, and that this is probably like a rogue deck or something.
Okay, interesting.
That's my take. Right. That's my take.
So I'm gonna show you the other egg of the same deck real quick. Let me make sure I have the right number. Man. Okay. I'm gonna show you a different card right after.
All right, Tumblemon. Opponent's turn. Once per turn, when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by trashing 3 mineral or rock trait cards from this Digimon's evolution cards, end that attack. Yeah, this seems much better because you can keep doing it. I think. Oh no, Dan's laughing. He's like, this dude's so wrong.
Go ahead. No, continue. I'm sorry.
But my thought process is because the other egg, it only happens once. Like you can only trash it once, and then you can never do it again, right? But this one you can keep trashing. I guess 3 sources is a lot, though.
Yeah, it can be.
I guess 3 sources is a lot. I don't know. I feel like this memory gain is broken though. Gain 1 memory. I'm gonna say that they play a split of these eggs. So they play.
Okay.
They put that first egg at 3 and this egg at 2. That's my guess.
All right. So
and it's still a rogue deck. I'm locking that in. It's a rogue deck.
So this deck, all right. Let me show you one more card from this set, and let me tell me if you think it's rogue.
Okay.
Right here. Not that. All right. Magnetic
Dramon. Fragment 3. You're gonna have to explain to me what the fragment.
Fragment. I almost said something else on accident. Fragment 3 means that if it were to get destroyed, you can remove 3 sources underneath it, and then it doesn't get removed.
Okay. 1 Digivolving, 1 attacking. By trashing 3 mineral or rock trait cards from any of your Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon and trash their top security card. It has 2 Wind Digivolving and 1 attacking effects.
Sure it does.
By placing 3 mineral or rock trait cards from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, it unsuspends. Oh, so it can just place the egg that gains memory back underneath.
Sure can.
Never mind. That first egg is way better now. That first egg seems way better now. I feel like that second egg's still pretty decent though, but that first egg seems much better now. It can like recur itself essentially.
Okay.
It's a level 7.
Yes, sir. So now you've seen all these 3 cards. I can show you more of the archetype, but I think it'll give you just the 3 cards right there. Gives you an idea of which one you. All right, let's go with which one do you think is actually like really good?
I think that this is really good, and I think that first egg is pretty good.
Okay. And then the second.
I'm gonna say that I'm still gonna say this is a rogue deck though.
Okay.
That's my. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's like a rogue deck.
All right, Michael Formato, you are half correct. The first
I got a half point.
Is busted.
Yeah, okay. After reading this, I was like, that seems broken.
Magnetic Dramon became the de facto boss monster of the deck. And the second egg I showed you with the stop attack is irrelevant, basically. So basically, and you're also wrong in the sense of this is only a rogue deck. So Rocks became I want to say almost tier 1 deck because of this card right here. And also the other support with it. So basically, because you missed 1 context. 2 contexts. 1 is a 4-cost Evo on a level 6. 2, the black box says while you have a close, she's the tamer, and a programmer can Evo over into this for 6. So you can skip the 6 and go straight into this for 6 cost. There is a option that allows you to reduce Evo cost if you tap your tamer. So all Liberator decks have that now, basically, and that's what's moving forward. So this card right here allows you to OTK with the combination of the egg. If you have 2 eggs out already in like the trash, you can gain. This is basically like almost infinite memory, and you just keep doing that. When the first one Digivolve and when attacking is not once per turn. So you keep trashing your opponent's security. You swing, trash security, unsuspend, swing, trash security, and do like 4 or 5 checks in one swing with this. This became a very strong OTK deck, and it's very hard to deal with because if your deck is only on deletion, if it's only like deletion based, and you have a bunch of sources underneath it, you can fragment them and then gain those effects. So like the memory gain can be gained. They have de-digivolve effects. So this deck became really, really good because of it.
Damn.
So
that makes sense.
What we think?
I mean, it makes sense because you can keep, and it's anything. They don't have to be different card numbers or anything, so you can
correct.
just
So
keep,
because of the
you could put 3 eggs back on top of them.
Exactly. And then trash them, gain 3 memory, and then so on, and you just keep going and going until you win the game, basically.
I should have asked what Programmon was, bro. I saw that black box. I saw the black box. I knew Close was the tamer. I was like, I should be like, what the fuck? But no, it's fair. It's fair.
There's also a new Pyramidimon, and that one's more like defensive, but because of the way it works, you can add sources from it. You can go into that one and then go into this right after for 4 cost. Strip the sources, gain a bunch of memory, swing a spend, and like keep doing it. And if you need to keep turning stuff, it's pretty cool what it can do.
That makes sense. And so it's still like a tier 1 deck, or is it like Rogue now? Give me a win.
Tier 1-ish.
Damn.
So like,
all right, never mind. All right, whatever. You don't need to rub it in anymore. I was wrong.
It's definitely like it's considered like a top 5 deck, probably. I would say.
Damn, I suck at this. All right, next one. Show me what else you got for me.
I got you. So we're gonna go with. I'm just gonna go like this, and go back a little. Let's go right here. The new Regulusmon, right here.
I feel like I don't even need to read this card, and I'm just gonna say that this deck still sucks because I feel like I don't even need to read this, bro. I feel like
I know what Gamemon is.
Yeah, I just feel like Gamemon sucks. So I'm just saying, God. Well, I will read it for. I'll read it. I'll go through them. So it's red purple, level 4, 5 cost Evo. Has rush blocker, level 4 with Gamemon name cost 5. Okay. On play, when Digivolving, you may place up to 5 differently named Digimon cards with Gamemon in their names from your trash as Digimon's bottom resolution cards. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
End of your turn. Once per turn, if this Digimon has 5 or more Digivolution cards, it may attack without suspending. Also pretty good. That's a very familiar effect for me. I know I'm very familiar with effects like that. And then it also has an inheritable. Your turn once per turn. When any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted, gain 1 memory. It's not bad. Just a nice little one memory gain. Okay. Place up to 5 differently named Digimon cards with Gamemon in their name. Okay. With Gamemon in their names. Yeah. So I don't think it's a good card.
Okay.
But I don't think it's a good deck is going to be my guess. I think this is a good card. I'm going to say I don't think it's like a top tier deck though. And I'm only saying that based on what I remember Gamemon to be.
You are correct.
I'm correct. I'm correct.
You're correct. The card is busted. So like,
yeah, no, this card reads insane. It's just I remember Gamemon sucked.
Like, the new support that I got in BT21, I think you saw the BT21 stuff where you can like, you
maybe
didn't. Okay.
I don't even know if I'll be honest, dude. So like, probably read it but never played it. So like, it's different. Like when you obviously when you read a card and then when you play a card and then you play test with cards and all that stuff, right? So I like probably read these cards. I probably was even still doing pod with you guys when BT21 was around, but because I wasn't like actively playing, it becomes a lot harder for me to like remember if I saw those cards or not. You know?
Yeah. So I probably should give you more context with this with some of the other cards. That's actually really good for the deck. So you can like, there's an option. I forget what the actual name of the option, but it allows you when you tuck sources underneath it, you evo for free. And so you can climb up into it. It's really easy, and it's all turn, so you can do it on your opponent's turn as well. That option, and you can like delete your opponent's board and do a whole bunch of shenanigans. You can like, I won't say OTK, but you can like do 3-4 damage pretty quick with it sometimes. But at the end of the day, no matter what, it's still Gamemon. And so you are correct. It is a rogue tier deck. It would definitely like skill check the F out someone if they don't understand what's going on, because like it has some strong cards in it, but the deck is still rogue tier for life because they don't know how to print good Gamemon support for, unfortunately, and it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. That's pretty much my Gamemon experience when I was still playing.
We're gonna show. Here we are. Yeah. I'm gonna show you Digital Gate Open. Read this for me right here, real quick.
All right, 4-cost option.
Uh-huh.
You can ignore this card's color requirements. Pretty good. You don't have to have a white source. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card and 1 Tamer card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck, then place this card in the battle area. I mean, it's just good. That's pretty good. Potential draw 2, essentially. That seems pretty good. The main delay, let's read what the delay says. You may play 1 Tamer card from the same color, with the same color as any of your Digimon on the field from your hand, with the play cost reduced by 4. So basically, essentially a free Tamer play.
Sure is, yeah.
Unless it's like a 5-cost Tamer or something. And then the security says you may play 1 Digimon card with a play cost of 3 or less from your hand or trash without playing the cost. Then add this card to the hand. Alright, so here's the issue. Everything on this card sounds great. It all sounds really good. I guess the only thing that doesn't sound good is the fact that it costs 4 to use.
Okay.
I don't know if I feel like, so again, I haven't played in a long time. I feel like the game might be a little too fast to just a 4-cost option that just does a draw 2. I mean, the delay is really nice because you get to, like, on your next turn, you get to play a Tamer that's reduced by 4, which is sweet. And the security is really good too. And this is just like a very generic card, so it can go into anything.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this is this is tough. I'm gonna say it's not played current. Like it's a good card, but it's not played. That's gonna be my guess.
Interesting. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's answer? I think that's my final answer.
You are once again half right. This card is good as AF and is being played a lot in a lot of decks. So I'm gonna talk about a future deck in this. I can't talk about it right now for that one just yet. I'll talk about it more when we talk about
when we get there.
It.
Okay.
But this is like busted in Shine Greymon. So think about it like this, right? For Shine Greymon, yes, Shine Greymon's still not like tier 1, but it became it topped just recently in a regional somewhere in, I think it was JP or something like that. They were running for this. So think about this, right? If you remember, I don't even remember. You know the Marcuses, right? Obviously,
yep,
the old one.
Yep.
So think about this: a Rise Greymon that can give Marcus Rush, and your turn 1, whatever, right? You go Agu, play this, right? You get your search, blah blah blah. You go into Greymon. The next turn, you go into the BT21 Geo Greymon that states when a Marcus gets played, you evo for free. So you activate this effect. You play Marcus. You evo your Geo Greymon into Rise Greymon. The new BT21 Rise Greymon is busted because it gives Marcus Rush and the ability to swing immediately. And Alliance. So now that Marcus can immediately just swing. If it's BT12 Marcus, right? You swing with it. 2 checks. You suspend the Rise. You evo Rise to Shine. Now that's 3 checks if it's the OG one, right? Then you go Burst Mode for free. Bounce, play, trash security, swing. That's 5 checks all in one turn because of this card.
That's pretty good.
Omnimon, DNA Omnimon is playing this because you can play your Nokias for 1. You can play Ty and Math for 0. And mind you, those cards don't need any effect that needs you to wait. Hybrid decks are playing this because it's perfect for hybrid decks, kind of, if you think about it. Purple Hybrid, right? You play this, you get your search off, and then you play your Tamer the following turn, and then the following turn, whatever it is, you can start swinging out pretty easily. It's good consistency piece for that. Red Hybrid could play this. I don't know if they are playing this or not. A lot of decks that are like 4-cost Tamers or whatever, are playing this in a lot more than you would think it is.
No, I mean that makes sense. Damn. So like, are the top meta decks playing this?
Hudimon, no, because in Archetype, we'll get to it eventually, even though we're talking about it already. In Archetype, it has many ways to play it. Play tames for free, so they don't need it. Onron is playing it. For Malomyotismon is playing it. I'll show you those. And a lot of decks are playing this, actually. It's just a really strong card. Blackwell Greymon is playing it. I think a lot more of maybe like the mid-tier decks are playing it probably more frequently, because a lot of top-tier decks have ways to play their teams for free sometimes. And so those other ones don't have that consistency of being able to play for free. Mallow is fuck, I can't even talk about it yet. You know what? I'm going to show you Malomyotismon real quick, because we're talking about way too much.
I'm going to say I got that wrong. I mean, I did say it was a good card, but yeah, way too much just playing that for me to be right on that one.
We're going to talk about, because we keep jumping into it. So first Myotismon card we're talking about is this EX10 Myotismon. Gives us a quick gander for the audience.
Play cost 7, Digivolve 3 over level 4. When this card would be played, by deleting one of your Digimon with Myotismon's text, reduce the play cost by 4. Okay, so it just plays for 3 essentially. On play, on deletion, one of your purple Digimon gains blocker and retaliation until your opponent's turn ends. Okay, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can kind of loop these bitches. On deletion, you may play one purple tamer card from your trash suspended without paying the cost. That's inheritable. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a good card, and I'm gonna say it's pretty good for the deck. Like, I'm gonna say it's played in the deck, and I'm gonna say the deck is pretty good. I don't know if it's tier 1, maybe like tier 2 or something, but I'm gonna say it's pretty good. You could basically loop these for 3. Keep giving stuff blocker and retaliation, so that's pretty damn good. You can play this. You can play this for 3, delete a Myotismon, and then this gains blocker in retaliation, and then when it dies, you can give something else in your field blocker and retaliation.
You sure can.
Yeah, this seems pretty good. I feel not wrong about this one. I feel like this is played. I'm gonna show you the other Myotismon in the same set, and you're going to give that to you. I just got to find the number. Let's go next. No. Wait, can I go back to that? That says Myotismon in text?
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah, that's
if you remember the OG one of the OG Demi Debbies searches Myotismon in text, so you can delete a Demi Debbie to play this.
Yeah, no, that's busted. Yeah, the Myotismon in text is key. Yeah, that's crazy.
And right here. Here is read this bad
one. The
right
Mallow. All right, let's read the Mallow. Play 14,000 DP, pretty damn solid. Digivolve level 5, play over 6, okay. Digivolve over 5 for Myotismon, okay. Trash, main, it's got an effect in trash, okay.
Yeah.
By deleting 2 of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Myotismon in their text, play this card with the play cost reduced by 11. Insane. Immediately insane. On play, when digivolving and when attacking, Jesus Christ. Once per turn, delete 2 other unsuspended Digimon. Sounds nuts. You can literally choose your Digimon or your opponent's Digimon.
Sure can.
All turns, once per turn, when any of your other Digimon or Tamers are deleted, trash your opponent's top security card and return one of their Digimon with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this card seems cracked. This seems cracked to me. I think it's a good card. It's played in the deck. There's no way it's not. If you tell me this isn't played in the deck, then you're gonna have to show me what's played over this, because this seems insane.
This card is broken.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, this is actually nuts.
Card is legit busted.
This does literally everything.
It sure does. So the reason why I just showed you now with the Mallow is because of DGO. Do you remember it's from BT 16, I think it is, the Arcanimon and Mummymon Tamer?
Oh, I mean, I played a lot of BT 16, but I actually don't remember those cards. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I legit just do not remember this card from BT 16. Your turn, when Arcanimon and Mummymon would be played from your hand. By deleting this tamer, reduce the play cost by 3. Okay. On deletion, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with Mighosmon as text from your trash without paying the cost. At the end of your opponent's turn, delete it. Okay.
Alright, so here's the idea, right? You play Mummymon, you delete that effect, you play something from your trash, including Mighosmon. You played that Mighosmon out, and then you go into what's called Mighosmon X, and you can EVO over it for free. And then Mighosmon X states, when on deletion, you can play a low 6 Digimon with Mighosmon text. And so that's how the loop happens, basically. So you play this out from trash, you delete both of those, and then you can play 2 tamers out. You can play the Arcanimon and Mummymon tamer out, 2 of them, and then you just keep going. And then that's how, if you remember the OG BT3 Mallow Mighosmon, the one that stays all turns, you gain a memory when something's deleted.
Yeah.
You play that out for free with it, you delete a bunch of stuff, you gain a bunch of memory, and then you just keep doing the cycle until your opponent until you win with trashing their security effect. This deck is... I hate to say it because I know it's a higher tier to me because the deck can be anything at any day, at any given moment. To me, it's like a tier 1.5. It's more like tier 2-ish right now because not many people play it because they see the deck as a one-trick pony, and if you don't do the one trick, then you lose. There's many other cards where you can play, like that same set BT16 Mallow Mighosmon is very strong. You can play the EX10 Venom Mighosmon, that's very strong as well. Same concept with the Mallow, where you can play him from the trash by deleting a Digimon. And so, like, he will suspend a bunch of things. He can stun them as well, and then on deletion, you kill a suspended Digimon. So there's many ways to play this deck besides just looping someone to death, and it's really strong. This card is busted. Like, this is the reason why this deck is the way it is, because of BT EX10 Mallow Mighosmon.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I was right. I said tier 2. So that one, I'm giving myself full credit for. Yeah, that was yeah, that shit reads insane.
So now,
I read trash on play. When did you all win attacking and all turns? That's crazy.
Yeah. So the DGO comes in because DGO plays that Arcanimon Mummymon for free. Arcanimon Mummymon doesn't need to be like suspending or whatever for the effects, and so you just play it out, delete it, pop off, and it's super busted in that type of deck for sure.
Got it. Okay.
Give this comment a read.
So, damn. BT22. This is the Vedamon. Okay. Play cost is 8. Digivolve is level 4. Digivolve over a Vegemon costs 3/level 4 with DM trait costs 4. When any of your version 2 trait Digimon Digivolve into this card for each of its face down Digivolution cards, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Has Fragment 3, which is like the whole trashing shit from the
sources.
When digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, by trashing this Digimon's bottom face down Digivolution card, return one of your opponent's play cost 4 lower Digimon or Tamers to the hand. Okay. Inherited effect is opponent's turn once per turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may change the attack target to this Digimon. Sounds pretty crazy. All right, let me just reread this card again. This was a lot that was happening here.
It is.
When any of your version 2 trait Digimon would digivolve into this card for each of its face down Digivolution cards, reduce this Digivolution cost by 1. I'm assuming this could like free Evo or at least reduce Evo for pretty decent. I don't know DM at all, so this makes this a lot harder to even guess. I remember that Gino was saying like, oh, like DM is so versatile. There's so many ways to play it. You can do so much stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Paid zero freaking attention to any of that, so I have no clue.
No clue.
When digivolving, one attacking, and then once per turn. So I guess the digivolve 1, whenever it digivolves. That's pretty good. Or whenever it attacks. So at least once a turn, you're going to do something that's cool. All right. Then, by trashing this Digimon's bottom face down Digivolution card, return one of your opponent's play cost 4 lower Digimon or Tamers to hand. So, you can... Oh, that's pretty damn good, actually. I feel like anything that has Tamer Hate and just... You can de-digivolve like a... Like if they have like a 4-cost champion underneath, like a level 5, that feels pretty good. And it also doesn't have a limit of what it can de-digivolve. It could de-digivolve a level 7.
Correct.
A level 6. This seems pretty good. I'm gonna say it's a good card. I'm gonna say it's played. I don't know what the hell DM does, but I'm gonna say it's a good card.
It is. Ooh, I didn't grab Machinedramon? No way, I didn't grab the Machinedramon. What is this? This is kind of okay. All right. This. Say that one more time. What do you think it is?
I think it's a good card. I think it's played.
Good card. Okay. Correct on that. You said it's played?
Yeah, I think it's played. I feel like that. Yeah.
Okay. You are correct, my good sir.
Oh,
this
yeah.
comment,
Yeah, dude.
People did not understand the power of this card when it first came out.
This shit seems crazy.
This card is so strong for DM decks that a deck became centered around Vademon. DM version 2 is I'm playing Vademon, and how do I get to Vademon? And what's going to be my level 6 that's going to work with Vademon? That's how strong it is. Because, like you mentioned before, you already seen Fragment. Fragment is a protection. On a level 5 has protection. When attacking, Digital 1, there's no condition to it. You just Digital 1 when you attack once per turn. So if this lives,
that's why I had to reread it. I was like, wait, this can Digivolve anything. It just does whatever you want. And then to bounce a Tamer back to hand is crazy, actually.
And in this meta where Tamers are so important, having a Tamer Hate in a deck like that consistently, it's so good. This is like an instant counter to Malamayotismon, for example, because it can just bounce your Arcane Mumon to your hand and the Yukio. I didn't show Yukio on the list of cards, but it's a very good Tamer. It's a mem setting and it gives your Myotismon rush as well. And so this card is just fantastic. And on top of it all, if you can put aces on any black ace, so Justimon, that's also option removal. So now imagine this card, that's Tamer Hate, with Justimon, that's option hate. You have the combination of both in one deck. It becomes a really strong control, kind of aggro deck, because Justimon can swing a spend swing pretty easily. And so it's very versatile. And then the bottom end is very crazy on how much things you can do with it. I think I'm gonna just real quick download the the Machinedramon, and you can read that one as well.
Damn, this thing's $30 for the base art. That must be good.
Yeah.
All right, on play, when digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, by placing one level 5 cyborg or version 5 straight card from your hand or trash as this Digimon's top Digivolution card. Activate one on play effect on the placed card as an effect of this Digimon. All turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area by trashing its bottom 2 face down or cyborg trait Digivolution cards, it doesn't leave. Insane. Oh yeah, and then it has the assembly on it. I remember this.
Yep.
Assembly 6, 4 level 5 cyborg trait Digimon cards with different names. When this would be played by placing the specified cards from trash under it, reduce the play loss. Yeah. I remember when I saw this card, I remember saying I was like, that is a good card. And I remember certain people we know specifically were like, no, that's not good. It doesn't, I don't understand. It doesn't seem good. And I was like, nah, no way. That shit seems busted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
I remember
sir.
that shit. Oh yeah, and I remember that alt art was fucking gas too, and I was right. That shit is gas. That's heat.
Yep. Version 2 Machinedramon is a legit deck, and So you go over your Vaidmon, you're gonna run the other cyborgs as well to be able to add to it as well. Super strong, and you get the Vaidmon redirect in it, so it's really good. Plus whatever other effects you get out of it. Super strong. Version 2 Machinedramon.
Bro, what is this wall of text you were showing? Dude, holy hell. Alright, it's a Chimeramon.
This is the other
It's a Chimeramon. It evos over everything. Because it's Chimeramon. Yep. Yeah. Rush, security attack +1. Pretty good. Rush is always fire. So let's see what it does on play. On play, when digivolving, notably not once per turn, you may place one level 4, or I guess it wouldn't matter because it's just on player when digivolving, it doesn't need to be once per turn. That was stupid. You may place one level 4 or lower DM trait Digimon card from your trash as this Digimon's top Digivolution card. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the same color as any of this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Okay, so legit just any Digimon. It just has to be a color in the deck. If this Digimon has 6 or more colors in it, its Digivolution cards instead delete one of each of your opponent's Digimon with Digimon colors. Okay. All turns, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for each color in its Digivolution cards. Okay.
What do we think?
So this could be like a 17k essentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
7 assembly 7. 17, right? Because you could have a white card, right?
You can't add white.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Right, I mean, assembly 7.
White for it.
Okay, that makes sense. 7 level 4 DM trade Digimon cards with different names. When this would be played by placing the specified cards from the trash under it, reduce the play cost. So I think this seems like a really cool card, but it seems like a trap card in my opinion. Where like, I feel like it needs too much in a way. I mean, seven level 4 DM trade Digimon cards with different names. That just seems like a lot to me. I guess I don't know how many level 4 DM trade Digimon there are. Apparently 7 different ones though. I'm gonna say it's like a good card, but I'm gonna say it's not like at least not played at like 4. Maybe it's like and is this like I'm assuming this might have been played in like, I don't even know. Was this played in Machinedramon at one point or something, or was this its own deck?
No, that was a different.
This was like its own deck then. So I'm gonna say I don't know. It sounds really good. I just am worried about the reliability of having 6 different 6 or more colors in its Digivolution cards. I'm gonna say it's like an off meta type of deck. That's my guess.
Okay. Let me show you. I just downloaded it real quick. Let me show you this card right here.
While you have a Digimon or Tamer with a DM trait on the field, you can ignore this card's color requirements. Main, draw 2 and trash 2 cards in your hand, then place this card in the battle area. Main, delay. By deleting one of your play costs 7 or lower Digimon, you may play one Digimon card of Chimeramon or Millenniumon and its name from your trash with the play cost reduced by 3. And then security is draw 2, trash 2, then place this card in the battle area. So it seems to get the color requirements in trash pretty fast.
Yeah.
I feel like this card is played in that DM deck. I'm just wondering if it's actually good or not.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, is the deck good? Is what I'm trying to figure out. And that I don't know the answer to. So can I see the Chimeramon again real quick?
Yeah. Let me
And a card with Millennium on, so this plays Millennium on. This is like a Millennium on deck.
It can, yeah.
It can, so it's not only like a Millennium on deck then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, back here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me read this John again real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is like an off meta deck. I think that I'm gonna lock that in. I think that it's like an off meta deck.
Okay. All right. So we think the card is good, but an off meta deck.
Yeah. That's kind of my my guess.
You are correct. So this version of DM is the Chimeramon like .dm deck has to run like everything. And so that card, the option I showed you is the new promo, helps speed the deck up a lot. And honestly, this deck is super strong. But because it's not being played as consistently right now, it's definitely a rogue tier deck currently. But it can definitely beat the top tier decks, as I've watched Gino play it quite a bit. And I watched him cook a lot of those top tier decks. But it just doesn't get played as much. People don't have faith in it. I guess because the idea of you need 7 cards, even with the new card with it, people aren't playing it as often as probably it could be.
Yeah, that was kind of that was the first, like, once I finished reading it all, I was like, gotta have 6 different colors on it, assembly 7. I was like, it just seems like it's a good payoff, right? Because it's a crazy effect, but it just seemed like you needed too much to make it go.
Yeah. So I was gonna show you another card, but there's a lot to it. Do you know anything about the apps?
Atmon? All right, so I remember we were still doing Team of Battle League, right? And I remember watching people play Atmon when TBL was out. All
right, so I'm not gonna show you the Atmon card because it's
okay.
It's way too much because I gotta like go in details about it. We're gonna show you this one real quick. Cernumon, give this cool card a read.
What the? So it's a DNA? It's a 3-color card. Play cost 15. Digivolve level 6/5.
You know how busted all
DNA
3-color cards are?
I feel like you're baiting me with that. Saying that feels like I'm being baited.
No.
Alliance blocker. DNA Digivolve. Either a green-yellow level 6 plus a blue-purple level 6 cost 0. So it's a 0 cost evo essentially. When digivolving, you may play 1 play cost 7 or lower trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then if DNA digivolving, you may return up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's pretty insane that you don't even need the DNA and you just get to drop a level 7.
Yeah.
I don't know what the level 7s you can drop are. This is a level 7.
No, not level 7s, level 6s.
Oh, play cost 7 or lower.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, that makes it a lot worse. Play cost 7 or lower. I don't know why I thought level 7. All turns, once per turn, when any of your WG trait Digimon would leave the battle area other than in battle, you may play 1 cost 7 or lower WG trait card. Trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. So the effect doesn't seem bad. It has an alliance on it, but I feel like the fucking 15k DP. That the fuck doesn't. I don't know. I'm gonna say that this is just not a relevant card. It's a level 7. You need a DNA with, and I just feel like it doesn't. And at least from what I'm reading, and I don't know what the cost 7 or lowers you can play with the deck are, right? So I could be totally wrong about this, but I just am not seeing what would make this really good.
Puppetmon Ace is busted. It's a
what is busted? Puppamon Ace.
Puppamon
Okay.
Ace. It can play it.
Oh, I forgot you can play like aces off this shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
It has D-Digivolve, and then you can bomb that gets suspended, and then he has Reboot Blocker, I believe it is.
I feel like you're still baiting me. I feel like this is not played. I feel like this is not a...
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like I was still being baited here.
So this is the Wind Guardian deck, if you remember them going into the families. And unfortunately, it's trash. When you pop off with this, it gets crazy, but it takes a lot to get there. There's no, like, they're all different colored, so you can't use a consistent memory boost to play with it. Now we have more dual color memory boost, so maybe they can like make a little comeback, but they're just not it at the moment. All the family decks are kind of like meh, and this is the top end for the Wind Guardians. That's about it. I was trying to see it maybe because it's shiny, it's 3 colored. I want to see if it'll maybe get you on that one or not.
No, so like, so I think the issue is that it just doesn't, in my opinion, for like a level 7, it just doesn't seem like that like enough. Right, like compare that to like the magnetic Dramon you showed me.
Yeah.
Like, that shit does everything.
Yeah.
This sounded cool, but you have the DNA to get the full effect, and you gotta, I don't know. It just didn't seem as like, I feel like level 7s really have to be like kind of game breaking in a way to like really be worth it, you know. And this just didn't seem like it did enough. Yep.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, you could do a lot of cool stuff, but it wasn't enough for the deck to like pop off. Let me show you. I'm gonna skip ahead. I had some cool stuff, but I wanted to get to more newer things. Oh, let me show you this one real quick. I gotta show you this one before we go into the BT22 and 3 stuff. Let's go right here. This is a good one.
Digimon Emperor. 5-cost tamer. Start of your main phase. For every 2 colors your opponent's Digimon tamers have, you gain 1 memory. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
On play, delete one of your opponent's play cost 5 or lower Digimon. That's crazy.
It's not bad.
Then by returning 1 Digimon card from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck from your hand or trash, and without paying the cost, you may play 1 level 4 lower Digimon card with the same color as this card. As the card this effect returned. So I feel like just deleting a level 5 or lower is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But I just don't. I guess I'm just trying to like this. So it's like a generic tamer essentially, right? Like I don't think that this is a part of any deck that I'm aware of.
Correct. I'll tell you that. Yeah, correct.
So I feel like this is more like a I don't know, like if security control is still a deck, like this feels like a security control type card, you know what I mean? Like I feel like security control would play this shit essentially, right? I'm gonna say that it's like not played though, or like not. It might be played, but like not in like a. Not in like one of the top decks of the game is what I'm gonna say. Or if it is played, like, because even like the old Digimon Emperor, right? Like, even when it was played and it was a good card, it wasn't like it was like played at 4 and everything, right? So I'm gonna say like this, like if you do decide to play this card, you play it at like 1 in like an off meta deck or something, or like a rogue deck, or like it's not like super meta relevant is what I'm gonna say.
You are correct. That's just dog shit. This card is terrible. It doesn't get C play. I've seen a couple Royal Knights players playing it because they just so happen to have champions that could play out. You misread it. It is play cost 5 or less, not level 5 or lower. It's play cost 5 or less. So it's really only.
Oh my god, deleting. Bro! You know what it is? It's because
card is terrible.
Never mind. Yeah, holy shit, I misread that completely. Yeah, you know what it is? It's because the way this like comes up on my screen, right, is like it's the card image on like the photo editor app kind of shit.
Okay.
It's not nothing that you did, but then like the way Riverside is it's got this fucking crazy green background.
Yeah.
So like the green background is contrasting with like the black, and it's like the white text. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's also just late, bro. I'm old. Leave me alone, guys. I'm gonna get roasted. You know what it is? This is I'm making excuses, but really what it is card game players don't know how to read cards, bro. I mean, let's just call it what it is, dude. A spade, a spade.
Talk about Belfmon. We'll move forward. All right, let's give this a read real quick.
Boltmon, what the fuck is this? This is an uncommon. Why are you showing me an uncommon for, bro?
Hey, Vademon was an uncommon.
Vademon was a common.
Even worse, a common.
Level 5, 4 cost Evo over purple red. Flame CS trait. Rush. CS is a Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah.
That means. Rush, your turn. The Digimon gains all main effects of its Digivolution cards with the Flame trait. One attacking, once return, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. Assembly 6. 5 Flame trait Digimon cards with different card numbers, and this would be played. This is like gotta be rogue or off meta or just straight garbage. This is like definitely not a real deck. I'm being trolled.
Let me show you the main tamer for it. Give him a read.
My goat, Jimmy Ken. All right.
Yep.
If you have 2 less memories, set to 3. When your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the Flame or CS trait, by suspending this tamer, activate one of those Digimon's main effects. If this activated any effect, gain 1 memory. What a weird way to say that. When your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the Flame or CS trait, by suspending this tamer, activate one of those Digimon's main effects. Okay. Can I read the main effect again real quick? For that other card?
Bolt, I don't know if he actually has one. Yeah, he doesn't actually have one. He absorbs all main effects.
He gains all the main effects. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this shit's garbage. I think that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So the Jimmy Ken deck is straight up garbage.
Okay.
I just want to stop it. He reads good. I think he reads really good. And the main effects are actually solid. Here's the issue. They all have a cost to the main effects. So like some of them have like pay 2, pay 3 to activate effect. And then Jimmy Ken doesn't offset enough for you to keep turn and like do pop off. And so that's the issue with the deck, that it's too like it's not memory efficient at all. And
it's too fair.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't like fair out here.
No, we don't like fair.
Oh man, almost got you. I was hoping that you were reading. I was like, be like, Rush gains a lot of effects. Assembly, that's pretty good. We also don't have enough, in my opinion, flame traded Digimon. So like Marimon and like Blue Marimon and whatnot. But we have way too many different of those that don't have like main effects, and so that was also kind of an issue as well for the deck.
Fair enough.
Next, let's give the secret rare. One of the secret rares.
I feel like she's busted. I actually remember reading her.
Oh, okay. I forgot that you guys knew about this. Okay.
Yeah, I remember reading her. I feel like she's. I don't know. To be fair, I've read the card. I don't know if she's actually good. I don't even know if Alphamon's a good deck, but I feel like she's busted.
Okay, you're right. You already know what it does. Got you.
Yeah. That's my guess. Is she busted? Is she good?
The answer is no.
No.
So the concept of what she does is really good. The issue is you have ways to play it for free, yes, but the deck itself is so fragile that it doesn't matter that you can like free Evo over with the Alphamon. It just doesn't do enough, unfortunately. She's cool though. For 5 costs, you just kind of like suspend it and hope to gain effect. The issue is also for the warp. You need to be at 3 security, I believe it is. And what is it? Never mind, you don't. Some reason I thought you needed memory. You need this to be suspended. If you don't suspend it with its own effect, then like it does nothing. It just sits there. And so that's kind of like the issue with her. So
fair enough.
We'll go to the next one. Yeah, give this a read real quick. Give this one a read.
What the fuck is this? Is an ace? Okay.
Yeah.
So click on 7. Digivolve level 5 or 4. That doesn't matter. It's an ace, so ace timing. Playing the shit for free. Hand counter, blast Digivolve has collision and blocker.
Do you remember what collision?
Yeah, remind me what collision does. Collision is when you attack, your opponent has to block it or something.
Yeah, all their Digimon gain blocker, and then they have to block.
Okay. On play, when Digivolving, you may unsuspend one Digimon. Then you may suspend one Digimon. Okay. Pretty good. So you just unsuspend the Digimon that you're evoing over. It gains blocker, and then you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when any of your version 5 trait Digimon suspend, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Oh, so it's also pretty good because when you blast Evo, you get to suspend, like unsuspend, and then suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. When any of your version 5 trait Digimon suspend. Oh, so you'd have to choose your own Digimon to suspend then, though. But then you get to de-Digivolve. Oh. Yeah, so you could just choose to block then, essentially. And that would count as suspending, and then you could de-Digivolve one.
Yep.
Got it. If this reads pretty good.
Okay.
I feel this is a good card. I don't know if it gets played. I feel like it's a good card though. It just seems like a very good generic ace. I'm gonna say it's like not like played in like top tier decks though, but I don't think that that's a bad card.
All right. So your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
You are correct on both ends. It's a pretty solid card. It's not bad. It just gets no playtime at all. Even in like its own like the DM version decks, they're just not running it currently, unfortunately. It is what it is right now. I think it's because it needs maybe a little bit more support and that same like DM version number for it to get played. And you know, maybe that's what it is.
It reads pretty good though. Like it doesn't, like it seems like a good card, but I think that a lot of those like more generic aces or just aces in general, like unless it's like sometimes for like a specific deck or played in like some random shit. Oh, hold up. This is a blue purple card. What's going on here?
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No, you're good. We're
gonna go into the
Digimon for fish. This is some fish shit. It's not fish. Aquatic Hootie. Okay, this shit's gotta be busted already, bro. I know what Hootie is. I don't know if it's played in the deck or not, but I know what I've heard Hootie before. What does this shit do? Let's see.
It's pretty simple.
Alliance. It's pretty good. All turns. Once per turn, when this Digimon suspends, draw one. So you get to just use its alliance effect and draw one.
Yeah, basically.
Huh. Do I get to see the rest of the Hootie cards before I say whether this one's garbage or not?
Yeah, I got you. Like the main.
Is that cheating? Do I get to read more Hootie stuff before I say whether this one's good? So like it doesn't seem bad, but I feel like, you know, you don't even have to show me the rest. I'll guess on this one, and then I'll guess on the rest of the Hootie one at a time.
All right, you want to guess each individual and then guess overall?
Yeah. I'll guess each individual. I'll guess whether it's played in the deck or not.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna say that this is just like an okay like tech, like maybe some people play it or something.
Okay.
Like that's I think it's not part of like the main core. Maybe. That's my guess.
I got you. All right. Let's go to the next.
What do you is? Whoa.
Don't worry about those. That's not Hudi.
Okay. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with a Hudi trait and 1 Tamer card or option card with a CS trait, or from among them return the rest to the bottom of the deck. 1 attacking once per turn, you may play 1 play cost 5 or lower Digimon card with a Hudi trait from your hand without paying the cost. This Digimon has the Digimon this effect played can't digivolve and is deleted at the end of your opponent's turn. Okay. I mean, it seems good. It's a searcher, right? I feel like that's played in the deck. Mm-hmm. Seems good to me. 4 of.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna go into, let's skip these parts and go to this one right here.
Start of your turn, if you have a Digimon with CS trait, gain 1 memory. On play, you may play 1 play cost 5 or lower Digimon card with the Hudi trait from your hand without paying the cost. All turns, when any of your Hudi trait Digimon suspend, by suspending this tamer, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. You just get to play. I mean, it's a 4-drop that pays a 5 cost, so it's really like a 9 memory. It's like a 9 memory play when you think about it that way.
If you think about it like that, yeah, for sure. But it doesn't do much after the on play, right?
No, just gain a memory. I'm gonna hold my reservations on this one for now until I see the rest of the Hudi stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is like a maybe. Like maybe someone plays it at 1 or something. I don't know.
Okay, I got you. Let me go back. I forgot that one of them was a Hudi card that I went over. Let's go right here.
Oh, Justimon Blitz Arm. Okay. Blocker on play when digivolving, when attacking. We love to see all 3 of those on the card at the same time. We do. It's always beautiful.
Yeah.
Once per turn, by trashing 1 option card in the battle area, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. All turns, once per turn, when option cards in the battle area are trashed, this Digimon unsuspends, then your opponent's Digimon effects don't affect this Digimon for the turn. It's pretty good. I feel like this is a good card, but I feel like this is better in the Justimon slop decks than probably whatever the other Hudi stuff I'm reading so far is. So I feel like it's not played in like the main Hudi deck or whatever.
Okay.
People are typing in the YouTube comments right now like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Something like that. Let's get straight to Miss Hudi right here. Go ahead. Read her.
This is that busted ass bitch everyone be talking about.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. While you have 4 more Hudi trait chambers. Oh, so you gotta be playing a ton of the Hudi chambers. Okay. Alliance on play when digivolving. May play 1 play cost 5 or lower CS trait card from your hand without paying the cost, and then to one of your opponent's Digimon give minus 6k DP for the turn. That makes the other tamer seem better because you can do like 6k DP now. 1 attacking once per turn by returning 1 of your CS trait tamers to the hand. Activate 1 of the Digimon's on play effects. Pretty crazy. It's like 9k now. I'm gonna say, obviously, I think this is busted. I'm gonna say that other tamer is a lot better now, and I'm actually gonna say, damn, dude, you got me fucked up right now. It feels like it could be better now. Damn. What other Hudi stuff are you showing me real quick?
What have I shown you so far?
What are you showing me anything else, or this is?
Nah, because it's like I forgot the DNA. I can look up I can grab the DNA real quick.
No, you don't even have to.
So far, everything I showed you on the Hudi aspect, besides the DNA, which is actually important, is all the same but generic. So there's other Seedramons, but they're not Seedramon, like Kabuterimon and Golemon and stuff like that. Same concept. They all have like an effect where you suspend it and you gain an effect.
Yeah, bro. So can you show me the Seedramon again real quick?
Yeah, I got you. What did I do with it? Here we go.
Okay, so the reason I'm thinking that this is better now than I said before is because, first of all, I know that Hudimon was only like a 7k, right? I mean, the minus DP is nice, but I feel like the Alliance is actually huge now, and also just the being able to draw a card is big. So I'm gonna say that this is like a 4 of now. So let's go one by one. I'm gonna say this is a 4 of.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Probably obvious, but yeah, this one.
Yeah, I think this one's a 4 of too. Just the search. I feel like the search is important. It's too good.
Sure is.
I'm gonna still say I don't think that this is played. This feels better. Like this seems like it'd just be better than Justimon deck.
Okay.
That's my guess on that one. Okay, so this is the one that I'm tripped up on because it went from being like 3k DP only to like 9k, which seems a lot better now. Are there more Hudi trait tamers for me to see in this or no?
I should have downloaded them too.
No, you're all good. You're all good. I feel like this is played in the deck, but I don't think it's like the main one you play. This I feel like people play this as like a 1 of or 2 of. Okay. But I feel like there's got to be. Well, see, it's crazy. You just play a fucking Hudi for. Oh no, play cost 5 or lower, so it can't play the Hudi because the Hudi's a 7 play cost.
Yeah. Still think it's like a 2 of max.
Yeah, I feel like without knowing what other tamers it plays, 2 of is what I'm gonna say. It feels like it's pretty good though. And then obviously, I think the Hudi you showed me that's obviously a 4 of in my opinion.
Yeah, she's definitely a 4.
Yeah, that's 4 of. Yep.
All right. So we're gonna break it down. I showed you all. I would say probably the main Hudi cards that involves the combo. There's one more card, 2 more cards I didn't show you. I will show you one in a second. But when you come to actually, I'll show you right now the one card. I think it's pretty fast right here. Yep. Read this real quick.
Palmon. One affects place Digimon cards for the CS trait in the Digimon situation card. Gain 1 memory. It's only once per turn though.
Yeah.
Main, by placing the CS trait Digimon's top stacked card as its bottom Digivolution card, draw 1. Okay. Seems pretty good. But that's an altar. It's got the star next to it. 4 of.
That's just it's just a box topper, or it's nothing crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's 4 of. It got a box topper. That's my guess.
Okay.
He's like, you're wrong, but all right.
No, you're not wrong when it comes to the loop part. If you're looping, this is important.
So there's like different versions of Hudi. You don't have to loop it?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And so that's the cool thing about the deck. Yes, it's a tier 1 deck, but there's just different ways you can play it. You can play it in a control aspect where you go top end like Venusmon or something because your Shakumon is a yellow. Let me show you. I gotta show you Shaku because I think it's actually quite important to the deck. And you understand why this is pretty broken at times when it pops off. Let's just screen share. Can I just do it this way?
So what is this? Because does this deck have a top end?
It's whatever you want.
Interesting.
Let's go here. All right. Read this bad boy.
Shakumon. Okay. Let's see. Can you scroll down so I can just read the big effect part instead of trying to read the card itself?
Oh, yeah, my fault.
Thank you. No, you're all good. Digivolve level 4 with CS trait, cost 3. DNA Digivolve yellow level 4 plus black/blue level 4. Okay, so that Digimon becomes much more important then too. So that makes more sense now. When Digivolving until your opponent's turn ends, give one of their Digimon start of your main phase Digimon attacks. Then if DNA Digivolving de-Digivolve one of their Digimon, busted. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effects, you may play one level 4 or lower yellow, black, or CS3 Digimon card from your Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Yeah, this seems cracked.
All right, so let's start back from square one real quick. Digimon, this is going to be the last one we're going to talk about. Digimon right here. This card is I think a 4-of in the deck. This card is busted. It gives you a draw when you suspend, and you can do it quite easily. The Huey players choose whichever ones they want to pick. Usually Digimon is the main one because of the draw one. That's part of the reason. Next we got is the Gatomon. The Gatomon is also a 4-of. So the cool thing about the Gatomon, I didn't show you, it's called, the other tamer you can play is called Keisuke. So Keisuke says you can bounce one of your Digimon to play a tamer for free. So the idea is usually you'll play this Gatomon, get you search off, get whatever you need, play the Keisuke, affect the Keisuke, you'll bounce the Gatomon back to your hand, and then you'll play another tamer for free. And so you just kind of keep looping that until you get to the point of you got everything. And so this card is actually quite important as well. It's a 4-of, it's mainstay. Then Heritable is really good too because you're able to play your other Huey low 4 traded Digimon for free. Downside is sometimes people don't realize you can't Digivolve it or DNA Digivolve them when you use it off for this effect. And so you have to use that as like the suspend, and that's about it. Justimon, you are partially right. Sorry, whoopsie. You're like part right but part wrong at the same time. So this Justimon Bliss Arm does get played in the Huey deck when they play the Huey traded options and a different tamer. And so when they do play like that, you will see this as a top end sometimes. But it's like a max of a 2-of though, because you're running so much of the other stuff, so you want to get there, and sometimes you don't really care if you don't get there, type of thing. But if you do, this is super strong because it's a blocker, and with one of the other tamers, when you block, you can activate your options for free, so it becomes pretty strong in that aspect. And the one card you are completely wrong about is this little guy right here. He is broken on so many levels. Bro,
so that's what I couldn't figure out. I was like, I can't tell if this is absolutely cracked or just like a 2-of. So I just went for the 2-of.
So
but yeah.
The reason why is because of the Huey mod. The Huey mod allows you to play this for free and then bring it back and then keep replaying it. Huey mod, when you go into the loop version, you DNA. So like you Evo to Huey for 4. That's the goal, right? You swing. Let's say this is already on the board. You go. You bounce it back to your hand. You play it again. You play your low 4. So like the Digimon, for example. And then you get your 2 checks on line swing. You DNA to Shakumon. And now the card that I showed you earlier, the Palmon, you can regress the Shakumon back down to the Hueymon. And the Hueymon can swing again, effect, bounce the Chitose back to your hand, play the Chitose back down again, and you keep going and doing it, and you play another 4 out, and you keep doing it in that cycle until you win the game. What also makes it like, I'm not gonna say like broken, but what makes it really good is that it's the fact that it's a -3 for every Hueymon you have, I believe it is. And so that stacks up pretty quickly, and plus it's a tamer effect. Not many Digimon have tamer protection outside like Magnetics.
Yeah.
And so if they have Digimon protection, cool. Chitose will eventually burn them down to death. And that's what makes it really, really good in combination with the Hueymon. And obviously you saw Hueymon. Hueymon is pretty busted. It's super strong. This is the reason why the deck is tier 1. Being able to do what the Palmon does allow you to get back into the Hueymon, and you keep doing everything. If you're in the loop version, that Palmon I showed prior is a 4-of because it's a draw. You regress, you draw, and then you keep doing it because DNA, you redo all your effects again, which is dumb. You know, as a DNA player yourself, you understand how broken it is to be able to recycle your inheritables when you use them, and then you DNA reuse them again. But now imagine you doing that instead of like infinite, because you just keep doing it. As long as you draw the correct cards, you keep recycling the Palmon effect, and you keep doing it, and you keep comboing with this. And then you're guaranteed 12k checks, and that's why a lot of people are teching in cards that are like, you know, security bombs. So they hit it, this will die, and then you get nothing really out of it. You know, big blockers affects this. That's why like that Mother Reaper deck became a thing, because this won't ever go over 15k unless you're evoing over Erica, and that allows to give you double lines, and then that you can like swing like 20k. But the loop version will never do that, and so that's why it was like important to play Crimson Blazes again, because it stops the Chichose from happening, because then you can't replay the same Digimon over again from your hand and stuff.
Okay.
Pretty good. That's why a lot of decks are teching so many different cards to try to stop this deck because of that.
So do you think that like that deck's gonna get hit then?
I think in the future it will get hit. I don't know what the hit actually is. I think it might be the Shakumon, because the Palmon loop version, like when you loop with the CS inheritable to regress, it has to be a CS Digimon, and that's currently the only DNA CS Digimon. So maybe the Shakumon will get touched up, or like a pair band with the CS stuff, so it's just straight Hudi versions and no loop shenanigans. I don't know what it is, but I think it's definitely going to get touched up in the future. I just don't know what it is.
Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like I didn't do too bad today.
No, yeah.
I feel like I got. I mean, I missed on a few things.
Yeah. I want to get into other cards that were like super more really good cards that just don't see play, but some of them became big topics of the DM stuff. Well,
save them, because maybe if people like this episode, maybe we'll do another one.
For sure. I think also we gotta do. I gotta be more. What's the word I'm looking for? More organized my cards, so I don't have to keep going back and forth like that, you know?
Yeah.
First time ever doing this, you know, so don't kill us too much, especially your editor. Our editor is probably going to kill us. When he edits, the back and forth with the share screen is like annoying to deal with, and so he's probably going to kill us, Varney. So don't kill us, please. But yeah,
he's going to be pissed.
Varney, I mean not Varney. Mike, did you enjoy seeing new cards and how cracked some of them are?
Absolutely.
Some that are not so cracked. I personally chose.
I liked it, and like I said, I've said this before. I think it's just the start. Like a lot of the cards that even aren't good or played or whatever now, they're still good cards. It's just they don't have their place in the meta currently.
Yeah, for sure. With that being said, any final words for the audience?
Yo, I'm sorry I abandoned you all. I'm sorry. It was good to be back. But check out Main Phase. Varney does a lot of crazy good stuff on that channel. I'm trying to do more stuff with Gundam. So yeah, check out that channel. Show some love. Thank you guys for sticking with DigiGuard this whole time, through the multiple host changes, through hiatuses, like everything. Like it's always much love with you guys, and we just appreciate that a lot.
Yes, sir. I can't say it better than myself. So with that being said, hey, real quick, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, subscribe and let us know in the comments if you want to see Mike back on the pod again. More of these style episodes. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe like once a month or something. Once we get new releases and new decks coming out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see you in the future. But anyways, we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace
out.